In a world where music reigns supreme, where vinyl rules the land, men search and scour the earth for untold treasures of vinyl and holy grails. There is only one place, one Mecca, one location where this knowledge can be gained. It's the Vinyl Countdown. Hello, you guys, and welcome back to the Vinyl Countdown. That's right. How's it going, you guys? We are in the Vinyl Countdown with Peaches. Man, what are we going to talk about today? I'll tell you what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about movie soundtracks. That's right. Movie soundtracks, man. You know, I did a thread response to Dan Powers last night talking about the 10 biggest albums that you listened to when you were a teenager. And it just so happens that a couple of those that I responded with were a couple of movie soundtracks. And then I started thinking to myself, why do you listen to movie soundtracks, Peaches? Why do you have movie soundtracks? Because if I honestly have to tell myself, okay, what's so awesome about movie soundtracks? I have to ask myself that question, okay? And I start thinking about, like, this one, Top Gun. Oh my God, how iconic can that be? You know, and then I started thinking about a few other ones. You know, so I'm saying, okay, yeah, there's 3 or 4 movie soundtracks I would be willing to part with some money for. You know what I'm saying? How about Purple Rain? Purple Rain is probably the best soundtrack on the whole planet. As far as I'm concerned, would I be willing to part with some money for that? Most definitely. But then I had another question that I had to answer when I started thinking that way. Peaches, why do you have like 35 of them? I don't know, you guys. What is it about soundtracks that makes you want to have them? I mean, let's be honest. If you have the soundtrack for the movie, are you going to put it on the record player and listen to it? Okay, if you said yes to that question, you would do that. Then why the hell wouldn't you just watch the movie? I'm serious. Okay, it's a little bit longer, but you're getting 10 times the pleasure from watching the movie than you would listening to the record, right? So I had to ask myself that, and then the big thing is, I think it's just nostalgia. It's nostalgia and memories, because you can get just as much memories and memory recall from movie soundtracks as you can for regular albums, I think. You know, what were you doing when you saw Top Gun the first time? What was all the stuff you were doing when Top Gun was cool? You can do the same thing with soundtracks as you can do with metal records or whatever you like to listen to. Okay? So I got a stack of movie soundtracks I want to go through with you that's in Peach's collection that either has some kind of nostalgia to me or are flat out unbelievably awesome. And I'll tell you when I think they are and when I don't, okay? But for some reason, like I said, I have like 35. Soft drink. I have like 35 soundtracks. So without further ado, let's get started with this episode of the Vinyl Countdown. All right. The biggest, baddest soundtrack on the planet as far as I'm concerned, Purple Rain. Most definitely, without a doubt. And I'm going to run through these with you guys real quick because there's a lot of them, okay? Without a doubt, the most badass soundtrack on the planet. All right. Here's the opposite end of the world. This one is 100% nostalgia for me. This is the movie The Unforgiven with Clint Eastwood. 100% nostalgia for me because there ain't a song on this whole thing. It's more like a movie score. Okay? There's one acoustic guitar song that's in there that they play at the end of the movie that's absolutely brilliant. It's a beautiful song, but other than that, there ain't nothing on here to listen to. Not unless you want to fall asleep. That's for sure. Oh, and who can forget this one? Miami Vice. Miami Vice, you guys. Doom, chak, doom, doom, chak, doom, chak, doom, doom. Yeah, Ferraris and stuff. Who can forget that classic, iconic 80s? Remember this one? Vision Quest. Wow. Lots of good tunes on that one. And that's what brings up the next question. When you talk about soundtracks, how many cool tunes are actually on the soundtracks? I think it's just like 80s pop records. You're going to get 1 or 2 hits maybe, or 1 or 2 awesome songs, and the rest of it is bleh. So, you know, that's another question I ask myself when I keep buying these things. It's like, really? Are you going to listen to that for one song? I don't know, but like I said, I can go through my whole 80s collection and say that, right? Oh, Madonna. Yeah, who's that girl? Who's that girl? Definitely, you guys. Who could pass up Madonna, Who's That Girl? Iconic movie. Man. And if you're from the 80s, you know, you guys know I'm Peaches from the 80s, right? And you're going to see so much 80s today, it's going to make you crap. Okay? St. Elmo's Fire. Take it. Eat it. St. Elmo's Fire, the soundtrack. Oh, if you're from the 80s, it's like this one in the Breakfast Club might as well be standing on stage for awards right now. Yeah. St. Elmo's Fire. Unbelievable movie. I saw this one on Mr. Hall of Fame, and I thought I'd give it a try. Streets of Fire. It's okay. Nothing that really jogs any memories, though. Yeah, Streets of Fire. Do you guys remember that movie? I don't know. Here's one. Here's one. If you guys want a suggestion from Peaches, go out and get this one. The soundtrack to the movie Singles. It comes with a CD. There's a bunch of hype stickers here. Unbelievable. The movie Singles. This is all that stuff, that Soundgarden and Pearl Jam type stuff. Chris Cornell. This soundtrack is highly suggested by me. If you want to get into that Pearl Jam Soundgarden stuff, it's going to be right up your alley. Kind of hard to find right now, again, but oh well. Like most things, they're hard to find these days when it comes to vinyl. If they're any good anyway. Alright, one of my favorite 80s movies of all time. One of my favorites. Michael J. Fox, The Secret to My Success. When we found this in the store, we were pretty near crapping our pants. Love this movie. Secret to My Success, Michael J. Fox. I've seen it probably 1,000 times, or 1,374.4 times. Yeah. Oh, and who can forget this one? Here's a single. James Brown, Living in America. Living in America from Rocky. Oh, great tunes. Great tunes. And speaking of Rocky, there's a lot of people out there that like this one, and they actually re-released it, and it's at Barnes & Noble right now. Yeah, Eye of the Tiger, baby. Eye of the Tiger. The most badass Rocky movie ever made, out of all of them. Yep. Most definitely. Here's Mrs. Peach's favorite, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. We have been several of the interactive events at the old theater house, not too far from here. Yeah, they throw the rice, they squirt you, they do all kinds of stupid stuff, but it's kind of fun to go to once in a while. See, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Timeless cult classic. Still hopping every year at the movie theater. This one I'm not too familiar with, but it's still sealed. It's called Roadie. I don't remember ever seeing this, but we picked it up. It's sealed. We haven't even taken a look at it yet. Man, we got some glare going on in here today. Wow. Oh, yeah. Don't forget these guys. Who could ever forget the movie The Great Outdoors with John Candy? I saw this and I was like, in the cart, but it's another thing, you guys. You have to ask yourself that question. Am I ever going to listen to this thing that has absolutely no good songs on it? Or am I buying it because I love the movie? Sometimes I just do not know the answer to that question, you guys. I know the answer to that question when it comes to this one, though, and it's a no-brainer. The movie Grease, Olivia Newton-John, John Travolta. I have seen this movie literally 1,326.5 times. This movie, this is an original copy. This is the one I had when I was a kid. Yep. Went back to mom and dad's house and got it. Yup. Rizzo. It's a Grease of Lightning. Timeless, timeless. If anyone has not seen this movie, you need to see it. It is part of culture of living as a human being, okay? And if your kids have not seen it, they need to see it too. Because it is classic. This thing is up there with all the Disney movies, I'm telling you, as far as being a classic. Grease. Unbelievable movie, you guys. Unbelievable. And here's another unbelievable movie that I have seen 1,326 times. Footloose. This is one of those iconic ones that I can say, yes, I will buy it. Yes, I will listen to it because it has a ton of awesome songs. Some of them featuring Kenny Loggins and some other 80s stars. But once again, if you have not seen this movie, you guys, it is a prerequisite to live in a memory of the 80s. Unbelievable. Kevin Bacon's big breakout hit movie. Oh, here's another one you guys are going to love. Hey, Andy's Vinyl Den, are you watching this? An original copy of the soundtrack of Flash Gordon. Yup. Big old Emperor Ping Ming or whatever whoever that guy was. Yup. This has got words from the movie, music from the movie. I've only listened to it twice. Yup. But 100% nostalgia. It's a pretty awesome minty copy, original of Flash Gordon, you guys. Woo! I'm telling you what, I'm getting shivers. Here's another one, Eddie and the Cruisers. I don't remember too much about this movie. I haven't revisited it lately. But Mrs. Peaches wanted it. And like I said, it's got a few good hits on it. A few good songs. Very, very most definitely. Oh. You guys want to talk about unbelievable. I was going to show this in my 100 subs contest because it was about cars, but we decided to do Ozzy instead. Yeah, if you haven't seen our 100 subs contest drawing video, go check that out once, I'm telling you. Yeah, there's a little bit of something different going on there. But I was going to show this. Only one guy in the VC showed this record for that contest. In the shrink, hype stickers, minty condition. None other than an original copy of the Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, I grew up on this TV show, you guys. I grew up on it. Bread and butter, Dukes of Hazzard. Every week on the TV. Yeah, we only had one station. The whole time I was growing up, one station on the TV. Yeah, some of you guys are passing out right now, but yeah, it's the truth. One station, CBS. Oh, and who can forget Chariots of Fire? That was so hot in the 80s, but I never knew why. It's got some cool instrumental songs on there, you know, orchestral type stuff. But why do I own it? I have no idea. I think I got it at a garage sale for $1. You guys remember this one? Bright Lights, Big City? I have a hard time remembering this movie, and I don't know why I have it. Maybe Mrs. Peaches remembers it. But I don't. Maybe it's because it's got some awesome songs on it. I do not know. Maybe I'll have to revisit that. Here's another one. If you guys want a nice record with a lot of cool oldies on it, you could consider this an awesome compilation. The Big Chill. If you like oldies music, like sock hop and 60s and sock hop stuff, yeah, this is definitely a good one. Creedence Clearwater Revival, The Beach Boys, Four Tops, Percy Sledge. Yeah, the list goes on. The Rascals, the Steve Miller Band, Spencer Davis. You know, the songs are Bad Moon Rising, Wouldn't It Be Nice? It's the same old song. When a Man Loves a Woman, Dancing in the Street, What's Going On? In the Midnight Hour, Quicksilver Girl, Gimme Some Lovin', Too Many Fish in the Sea, The Wait. Yeah, The Big Chill. I grew up on that one. My mom and dad had that soundtrack when I was a little kid. Breakfast at Tiffany's. I know Vinyl Victim's niece really likes that. This is really old, original copy. Kind of scratched up, but we inherited it, so. Yeah, another one of... You don't even have to ask the question, you guys. You don't even have to ask the question. Would you ever buy this? Hell to the yes. Hell to the yes. This is the Batman soundtrack, completely done by Prince. If you don't have this soundtrack and you're a Prince fan, you're missing out big time. Even if you're a movie fan. Yup. This one is iconic. I have no problem throwing this one on the record all the time. All the time. That one will not collect dust. Look at this one. The Bachelor Party. What? I can't even remember. I'm sure a lot of you guys do remember the Bachelor Party, man. An Officer and a Gentleman. Yeah, a lot of us remember that one from the 80s, you guys. An Officer and a Gentleman. Total nostalgia. There probably isn't anything even worth listening to on here. All That Jazz. All That Jazz. Pretty familiar with it, you guys, probably. Oh, here's one we just picked up. Why do we have it? It's got a couple of good tunes on it. Do you remember that 80s movie, Against All Odds? Yeah, I think that's the name of the actual song. The song for the movie is Against All Odds, and I thought I remembered it being Phil Collins. Yeah, Take a Look at Me Now, Against All Odds. Yep, Phil Collins. You guys remember that song from the 80s? Yeah, good movie. I remember this being pretty good. Yeah, look at this one. 9.5 Weeks. Sultry, sensual. Look out, here I come, baby. Yeah. Probably a few good songs on there. But most of this stuff, I'm telling you guys, it's all for jogging up memories. It's all jogging up memories. Yeah. Here's another awesome one that everybody probably remembers. Jewel of the Nile. Jewel of the Nile. And like I said, why do I have these? I love a few soundtracks. You know what soundtrack I would love to have? I would love to have the soundtrack to the movie The Matrix. That's what I'm looking for. Stuff like that. Then I'd be more like putting it on the record player all the time. You know what I'm saying? Here's another questionable one. Oh, excuse me. I found this at a garage sale in mint condition, and it is in a super limited edition. The movie Pretty in Pink. Do you guys remember 16 Candles? Yeah, she starred in that movie too, 16 Candles, which I do not have. I was going to pick up the soundtrack, but I decided to pass on it for some reason. Yeah, but this is a super limited edition. It's all big time numbers stamped right there, and really deep stamps. Yeah, totally limited edition on hot pink vinyl. Hot pink vinyl, Pretty in Pink. It's another iconic 80s movie, you guys. Oh, and that was the guy. You remember this guy right here? He's from that movie Mannequin. Remember the movie Mannequin in the 80s? 100% cheese, 100% awesome though. Here's a big dual album to the Phantom of the Opera. Picked it up at a garage sale. $1. The Phantom of the Opera. Here's one that we had in our list and for 2018 vinyl tag. Yeah, My Guilty Pleasure. The soundtrack to the musical Paint Your Wagon from way back in the day. It's like 3 hours long. It starred Lee Marvin and Clint Eastwood way back when he was super young. Yeah. Big double album. Comes with a pamphlet about the movie and all that stuff. Paint Your Wagon. If you haven't seen this, if you like Westerns, you're going to love this movie. See if you can find it. It's called Paint Your Wagon. Unbelievably awesome movie if you like Westerns. Oh, yeah. Now let's skip ahead to something a little bit more up my alley as well. Kill Bill. Oh, yeah. Volume 1. Oh, yeah, you guys. You guys know the movie Kill Bill, man. Kill Bill 1 and Kill Bill 2 were iconic classics. Oh, man, this guy knew how to make a movie. I tell you what. Badass. Badass. Definitely. Oh, and who can forget this, you guys? If you didn't see this when you were a kid, oh, man, Little Shop of Horrors. We only saw this in the wild once, and this was it. We picked it up immediately. Yeah, the plant that was from outer space or whatever, that liked talking to people and eating a lot of stuff. Oh, Little Shop of Horrors, you guys. Iconic 80s movie, man. And it was like a musical, like with oldies type music and stuff. Yeah. Oh, who could ever pass that one up, man? That one's probably worth a few dollars. Here's Robert Downey Jr., Less Than Zero. This has a whole bunch of cover tunes from some really famous bands. And the bands on here are doing cover tunes of other people's music. Aerosmith, Roy Orbison, Poison, LL Cool J, Glenn Danzig, Slayer, Public Enemy, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, you know, the Bangles. It just goes on and on. And all of those groups are singing, like I said, cover tunes of other people's songs. Less Than Zero, iconic 80s movie. And last but not least, with Peach's Song of the Day, from none other than the Lost Boys soundtrack. One of my top 10 albums that I played when I was a teenager was in the tape player all the time. This movie is my top suggestion for you guys from all of these that I showed you today. The Lost Boys is an iconic vampire classic. Yeah. You know Kiefer Sutherland. That's right. And this has that song, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. What was that, Elton John or something like that? But it's a remake, I think. I'm just trying to find the right song for you guys, man. I want to pick the right one. Let's do the song Cry Little Sister. Cry Little Sister from the Lost Boys soundtrack. All right? If you don't have it, find it. Play it. Listen to it for Peaches, all right, you guys? Cry Little Sister from the Lost Boys soundtrack. Man, I had a lot of fun with you guys today showing off some of these awesome soundtracks from the 1980s. And if there is something that isn't iconic, or is iconic, you're looking at it right here. Most badass soundtrack on the planet. Next to Purple Rain and the Lost Boys. All right, I had a great time with you guys, like I said, on the Vinyl Countdown today. And please like and subscribe. I don't really say that much at all in the last 30 episodes, but I would really love to get to this 300 mark. If I get to this 300 mark very soon, Yeah, we're going to have another contest on the Vinyl Countdown, and it's not going to be funny. Okay? There's going to be a prize. I guarantee you that. Just like last time, but even better. All right? So please like and subscribe me right here on the Vinyl Countdown, okay? I'm Peaches, and I want you guys to have a great night. We'll see you later.